Hello everyone and welcome to Rizzo Rink in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where we are live for Game 1 of yet another week of box lacrosse action here in the PBLA, as Game 1 on this Monday night will be between the Outlaws and the Thunder, and they're looking to continue their dominant stretch and undefeated stretch in this regular season and improve to 4-0 on the year. They'll face off against the Outlaws in a championship rematch from a few years ago. Opening draw now at center 4. It's taken away by Hogarth to the Thunder. And we are underway in Game 1 on Monday night. A few seconds in, Hogarth making a man miss. That's Malesio on the far side. Hogarth now out across, and then played on nearly a hop by number 22 of Declan Hogarth, who then scoops it off the floor around the blue line. Coming in back behind the net, Malesio with good defense for the Outlaws. So tied up there is Hogarth, looking for room to work with now. Centering feet at the middle, it's wide of his intended target. And to go all the way back down toward the Thunder starting goaltender today in Connor Atkinson as per usual. Some extra crumbs falling on me from the I-95 ceiling. We'll address those as the game goes on. Thunder with a shot clock nearly violation, but it is a save made by Matt Kuhn, who begins things opposite of Atkinson. Some extra rubble and residue, whatever you like to call it, along these near boards in between the benches from I-95. As that's starting to trickle down, the Outlaws looking to improve their floor position here with a quick shot off the mark. Rebound back to the Outlaws though. Chapman tied up, lost the ball, trying to recover. He cannot. Here comes the Thunder the other way in a 1-on-2 disadvantage. And they'll slow the pace up. Maybe not firing a shot, but saving it was Kuhn once again. That one came from the stick of Adam Golden of the Thunder. And so the Outlaws head back with a fresh possession. 90 seconds gone in the opening period, still scoreless. The Outlaws looking to change things here. 1-on-2 disadvantage in toward Atkinson. They go with Brian Beats in the top of the near circle. Beats him with one wide. The rebound played off the boards on one hop. Put on goal with Atkinson, making the save. Tripped up, was an Outlaw. And that mostly by the stick of Atkinson. And possession will go to the Thunder. Thunder ball across the midline on one hop. It's Austin Connor playing it through the near blue line into the near circle. Connor centering feed by the intended target and clinches. He played off the far wall into the corner. Just tracking it down for a moment was Mike Weaver with the ball picked from his stick. Thunder stay on it though. Pass across the near side, clinches a shot, saved. And the rebound rattles in and out. Outlaw ball the other way. It's Malesio to the blue line. Malesio steps his feet around the far circle and now fires in for the middle of the shot. One hop, they score. It's George Downey between the legs of Atkinson, and it's 1-0 Outlaws. Ensuing face-off a swatted at and sent back along the far boards. The Outlaws trying to chase it down. So are the Thunder. The Thunder player took the front of the hit there along that far glass. And push after the play will result in Thunder ball. Kellen Korb in the main circle. Now to the near face-off circle is Korb down. Connor with a shot and a quick answer. The Thunder even the game at 1-all, as it's Korb to Connor to tie things up at 1. Whistle off the ensuing face-off. It's a violation against the Thunder, and so Brian Beatson takes it for the Outlaws. Beatson on a feed to the near circle. He finds Brian Sullivan. Sullivan in deep around the Mark Swilla sign. Sutter stepping and losing his footing for a moment. Appeared to be Malesio. Couldn't quite tell the number though, and it was not Malesio. Actually, it was Dylan Portnoy. Portnoy tried to find Beatson, but Beatson couldn't corral it, so to be Thunder ball. They streak up on the far side of the boards. Whistled wide, and then played along the back of the net by Estrada of the Outlaws. And now Estrada into open space once more. The floor they come, and a quick shot, they score. Estrada on a quick feed, and Outlaws down on the far side of the floor. That was the shooter. We'll get confirmation on his number. And the goal scorer is number 88 in Brian Sullivan to make it 2-1 with 10 flat to play in the first period. Doing face-off win goes to the Thunder. The team in red and yellow coming up on the far boards. Being taken down was the winner, which was Portnoy. And so it'll be Clinges now playing it off the boards on one pass. Clinges finds Goldner. Goldner back to the middle between the circles. It's bobbled and knocked loose. And now here come the Outlaws at the other end of the floor. Spinning away, ball picked loose again. Thunder ball. Connor taking it between the circles. Connor on one hop. Sliding save made by Mileto. And now Caden Hall takes things away from the Outlaws. Scoop on one hop again by Thunder player. Underhand toss to Clinges. Clinges a one hop shot fired wide. Rebound back to the Outlaws yet again. And this time it's Ian Bittenbender coming right off the bench, playing things off the boards. Lost his footing for a brief moment. Now recovers. And now Bittenbender in deep on the offensive zone. Quick shot on a hop. It's deflected out wide by Atkinson. May have gone wide regardless, but he helps it out a little bit. Portnoy plays it along the boards in front of us. Portnoy kicks, shot saved, came from down, looking for a second early goal. Rebound picked up, and now here come the Outlaws yet again. Although it's Clinges, so loose with it. Clinges couldn't get on, and now here come the Outlaws the other direction on a pickpocket. Beats and winds and fires. Save Atkinson, rebound loose in front, and it's a brilliant opportunity for Dan Racine to get one in, but was unable to fire it off in time. And the ball not cleanly in his stick either had he had the opportunity. Quick shot to the other end, they score. Quick pass and a quick goal for the Thunder. Mike Weaver has an answer once more, and it's 2-2. Ensuing face off the ball, lofted up in the air. Contact with Hogarth and an Outlaw. It's Hogarth winning the war and taking it away, retreating back behind the blue line. Thunder still on the offensive now in the main circle. Pass to the middle. Resch fires a shot. Save made. Mileto makes it and sends one out along the near boards. Played on one hop by an Outlaw. Big stick check there by Niall Bailey. So it'll be Outlaw possession at the end of things as Bailey jarred the ball loose. The Thunder are called for the violation on the near end of the floor. With 7 to go in the first period, 2-2 score. And it is Outlaw ball. They've been the hotter offensive team at least to begin a run. The Thunder had to answer the Outlaw bell so far. Quick pass in front, a shot, and a shoulder pad save made by Atkinson. As he's able to get his upper body a little high to make it. Chasing it down was Beatson, but wound up losing his stick in the process. Ball loose from his stick as well, and the Thunder take it away without a hinder. Resch, back and forth now, Hogarth in the mix. Kellen Korb in the main circle. He finds Connor. Connor to the near side. One hop shot wide as came from the stick of Mike Weaver yet again. Now put it on the boards by Connor. Connor has Weaver up top. Connor takes a hard contact, fires a shot straight down. Mileto made a brief save. May have grazed his leg pad. A hand went up for a brief moment, but not for a delayed call. That was to say the ball rattled in and out. A save was made again by Mileto. Now Downey plays it between the circles on target. Shot save again by Atkinson. Ball still loose and back to the Thunder. So lucky break there for Atkinson. Here comes Clinges. Clinges a one hop pass. Here's Weaver cutting in. Weaver pressured out. 2 stick checks in the shot. Saved by Mileto. Rebound loose in the corner. Taken away by the Outlaws. .5:35 to play in the first period. 2-2 score. Beatson had the ball pop out of his stick. Beatson fighting for it. One-on-one battle here on the near boards. It's Beatson for the Outlaws, taking on number 71, Pat Smith for the Thunder. So far, Beatson has won the battle. Beatson In the near circle is now in front of the crease. A shot saved. A shoulder pad stuck out by the 56 of Bailey. And now interception pass here as Beatson takes it away at mid-floor. Beatson now back into the offensive zone as the Thunder had the ball for a brief moment. A big check into the boards there as Hogarth lays some contact down on Beatson, but a timeout is called by the Outlaws just before the foul. 5 to go in the first period. 2-2 the score at Reserve Rank. .459 on the game clock to play in this first period. Quickly off the ensuing face-off, it'll be outlaw ball, but then a shot on target is saved by Atkinson, and so Connor Resch and friends take it up the floor for the Thunder on the other end of the floor. Resch tosses it back, now feeds Kellen Korb. Korb a shot on target, saved again by Mileto. Rebound loose, backhand pass to the middle, looking for Connor. The Fringes couldn't corral it. Now Connor is back on it. Connor's a shot. He scores. Austin Connor on a hop. He beats Mileto to the lower left side, and it's 3-2 Thunder for their first lead of the period. The ensuing face-off, the ball trickling around in that main circle. Now Connor tried to pick it up. He could not cleanly. Now he puts it back in the direction of his offense, though. The sliding opportunity is there for the 71 once more of Smith. But again, a save made by Mileto as he was able to slide to his left. Outlaw ball now with Mileto cutting through the main circle. Mileto with a shot. He scores! Malesio around the blue line goes 5-hole on Atkinson and evens a score at 3. Face-off the center floor, the ball sent in the direction of Atkinson, who chases it down. Atkinson placed along the outskirts of the crease and gives it to Resch for the first look. Resch with 2:50 on the shot, game clock. Resch finds the 16 of Weaver. Weaver back for Hogarth. Hogarth centers once more and gets the favor return. Now back to Weaver, good motion for the Thunder on the possession. A quick shot again, saved by Mileto. Rebound kicked loose. Now their side's on it cleanly. Now the Outlaws take it away. Defenseman Pierce had it for a brief moment and then gave it across and a shot, and then they scored. It's Pierce on the assist and Dylan Portnoy with his first goal of the game. Back-to-back goals for the Outlaws, and it's 4-3. Face-off, once again, Thunderball. Up the near side boards, it is Brian Daly, the captain, who takes it. Daly's shot is answered by Mileto. It goes all the way back down toward Atkinson. He then feeds Weaver. Mike Weaver across the midline. Weaver dishes. Now for Hogarth. Hogarth with contact, driving in. A shot on one hop, saved by Mileto. May have got a piece of it. They say no, though, as it will hop off the back netting behind Tim. Last touch deemed off the Thunder, and so the Outlaws will take it the other way. Wild shot there. The first Thunder player on the attempt puts it off the far boards. So it's a one and done for the Outlaws offense. The Thunder trying to take over. Two opportunities there on the other end from Michael Buono, but both answered by Mileto very well. Buono looking over the top now, and he's 0 for 3. As Mileto again makes the save, closing the door. Last minute of play here in the first period at Rizzo Rink. 4-3 the margin. The Outlaws taking it. Downey sends one wide. Racine puts it high off the boards. Mileto a chance in. Portnoy a chance in front. Couldn't get it in. Beatson was there in the mix as well. Now they're starting to capitalize. And a timeout is called by the Thunder as they take it away with 27.6 on the game clock. Shot clock no longer a factor for the end of the period. 27.6 remaining for the Thunder to work with. We're going to tie the score at 4. Coming out of the timeout, one last chance in the frame for the Thunder. Austin Connor takes the first feed. Connor back and forth with Kyle Marr at the top of the key. Marr back and forth at the blue line now. Connor takes it once more in the near circle. Back from Marr, back to Connor. Connor around. Marr on the far side floor. Left side, in fact, he goes to Connor. Connor making a miss, firing a shot, saved by Mileto. Rebound jarred loose. Second chance, shrugged off. The ball again behind the net. Beneath the shot clock, up the floor they go, and the Thunder will come away without a goal to end the first frame. 4-3 the score through 15 minutes of play. Good stand by Mileto and co. on the Outlaws offensive side as they will hold a 1-goal lead heading into the second period. 15 down, 30 to go at Rizzo Rink, 4-3 Outlaws. We're underway, second period action here at Rizzo Rink. A big check into the boards in front of us is eaten up by an Outlaw and Caden Hawk. Hawk now goes long to Milesio, on the far boards. And now Bittenberger gets a quick touch as well with Hawk in the mix. 14:40 on the game clock in the second period. Again, a one-goal affair for the Outlaws, up 4-3. Beatson around the horn they go, dropped and bobbled, and that was the 36, of Racine, who was unable to corral it. And the Thunder take it away. Shot on target, saved by Mileto. Second chance, they score. A big rebound in front, and the Thunder have tied the game up at 4 with 14-17 to play in the second. And that one scored by the 88 of Michael Buono there at the doorstep. Seems like the Outlaws it was alluded to they may be going a man down, but maybe just whistling in a substitute. So no penalty, no one a man down, just a late sub for the Outlaws coming on. 13:45 now, and the clock is back underway following the face-off. Quinges takes it away. The Russian Daly took it. Now one hot pass across. Daly hit up the 16 of Weaver. Weaver with hard contact in the far corner. Weaver evading a defender. Now to the near side, Hogarth. At the doorstep, backs away. Great defense played, and being taken down now is Hogarth. Clean play, back to his feet, firing up high. One-hand stick play by Weaver. Weaver winds and fires. Wide to Mileto. And the rebound's all the way out the far glass and back in toward Atkinson. Shot clock violation will go against the Outlaws. Against the Thunder, pardon me, and so the Outlaws take over. Beatson across. He finds the 88 of Sullivan. Sullivan now back toward Beatson, who plays it off the far boards. Alessio in the mix there as well. Alessio, a big check into the glass, and it'll be too much on the Thunder. I guess the Thunder are called for a violation instead. Alessio had the contact, but it's Beatson taking it away. Beatson finds Alessio behind the back play, but it's wide of the net. A good look there for the Outlaws. And now take away. Here come the Thunder looking for the second lead of the game. Streaking in with a quick shot and a goal. 5-hole for the Thunder, and the lead 5-4. Streaking in toward the net was the 22 of Declan Hogarth, who again stands strong for another great goal on the Thunder end. Thunder take it off the ensuing draw. Resch has Connor to his right. He gives right there. Connor to Marr. Marr back to the middle. Quick shot. Save maybe by Mileto if he made it to him. Considering he was a little bit off the mark. It was deemed out of play at the end of things following the ricochet off the net. And so it'll be Outlaw ball now. Last touch in the possession by the Thunder. Sullivan around behind the net. Good defense play by the Thunder. Number 34, and Connor Resch in particular, making sure to close the doorstep. Now it's Niall Bailey. Bailey with a stick up high. Hand is up. Delayed call against the Thunder. It'll be their first penalty of the day, but maybe not. Washed out as Niall Bailey fires from the far side of the floor and makes it 5-5. Penalty would have been on number 33, Patrick Resch, for a cross-check, but it's wiped out due to the goal. And thus, we have the 5-5 game with 5-on-5 action at 10:20 in the second period. Contact off the face-off as Hoban Estrada was in the mix there for the Outlaws. Estrada had to play it from Alessio, but he could not, and so Austin Connor takes it away. Connor up the boards to Marr. Marr out of cross and looking to go cross-country, but could not connect with the 88 of Buono. Connor Resch again hawks it down along the far boards. Resch on a hop, just it wide to Mileto. Rebound is by trigger Hogarth, and it's all the way back in toward Atkinson. Shot clock to 6 to 5. Atkinson needs to launch it. Atkinson with 3 and 2, a quick pass, a quick shot, and it's on target but saved. And the rebound in no man's land is picked up by Bittenbender. Good work by the Thunder able to get the ball up the floor just in the nick of time, but not really much you can do there when you're more focused on the timing than the lining. Bittenbender spins back into space. Bittenbender finds Malesio. Malesio tied up, now working his way out. Malesio a shot, saved by Atkinson. Rebound loose on the outskirts of the crease. Again, knocked toward Weaver. The ball lifted up in the air. Played off the stick now of an Outlaw, and slipping down with Sullivan, and now Clinges heads the other way. Back and forth they go. A shot off the iron. Drive by the post is Adam Goldner, and here come the Outlaws going the other way. Brady Hawk fires a shot, save. Rebound in front of the shot of Downey is still contested. In the mix is Goldner for the Thunder. Ball swatted at toward Atkinson, who's on it, and that'll slow the pace of things. 8:40 to play in the second, 5-5 to score. Goldner wants a second chance up the other end of the floor now. Goldner to Weaver, a shot. Did it sneak through? It stays out for the moment, not pounced on, and it is out in the crease, and the Outlaws take over unscathed. Up the other end of the floor now, quickly a pass wide from Beatson, and it nearly came from Portnoy. But Beatson's forced to track Portnoy's feet all on the far glass. Underhand toss back for Portnoy. Diving in the crease, he was unable to beat Atkinson. Ball kicked loose, and the Thunder take it away. Shuffling in toward the net, a shot on goal as Kyle Marr got a deflection toward the net, but not enough as the one-on-one goes against the Thunder as the Outlaws are back on it, but Dylan Poole took a big cross-check there into the boards. Clean hit, as now a second chance for the Thunder, 2-on-none in front of the net, but they can't capitalize as Caden Hawk takes it away. Hawk in on goal, a shot saved off the top of the pad of Atkinson. It goes off on 95 following a deflection. And so we're halfway through this one in a 5-5 game. Malesio in the main circle, directs traffic. Goes to the near corner. Malesio feeds Downey. Downey weaving in, fires a shot wide as stick is down from an Outlaw, and they'll retrieve it. That's Sullivan. Is now spinning back in for a reset as the most recent goal scorer, Niall Bailey. Bailey back across from Malesio, couldn't get it. Now he gets his own rebound, a shot on target, saved by Atkinson. Rebound, second chance is wide, and the rebound off that pass is then put off the far glass by the Thunder. Now here comes Weaver and the Thunder. Weaver winds and fires, shot wide. Deflection loose on the floor. Weaver couldn't find it. Now instead he'll let it go rather. And the Thunder have it in the main circle with 6:40 on the game clock. Weaver against the far boards. Sends his man in, that's Marr. Weaver on a hop, plays for Hogarth. Now back across. That's the 91 of Clinges. Matt Clinges in on goal. Mileto made the initial save, and he will keep the ball right there as well. The Outlaws looking for a chance to answer here. Streaking in is Hawk. He scores! Brady Hawk streaks home. A brilliant assist from the defenseman on the other end. And it's 6-5 with 6:10 to play in the second. Next face-off still contested. Ball lofted up in the air. Played by the Thunder. Austin Connor finds Marr. Shot. Score! An answer for the Thunder right off rip. And it's 6-6. Kyle Marr, a big-time shot to beat Mileto up high, and that will warrant a goaltender change here in the second period. 5:15 to play inside second, 6-6 to score, and coming on is Bryce Cash, who will now fill in net for the Outlaws. 3 goalkeepers on the roster. It's Cash and Mileto, who have seen action today. The usual starter in Matt Kuhn, not active. The Thunder take it off the faceoff, looking to jump in front now. Connor plays it around the blue line. Connor across for Marr. Marr winds and fires, deflected off the top of the shoulder pad of Cash and off the glass. The rebound comes right back to the Thunder. Hogarth diving, Cash slamming the door. The hand is up, and it will stay out as a penalty will be assessed to the Outlaws. Clock stopped at 4:29. So that's Matt Kruzewski. 2 minutes for a slashing call. And so the Outlaws will go a man down for the next minute 50 now as we have a running clock at 4:19 in the second period. Pass to the near side to Marr as we're back underway with a minute 33 remaining on the penalty clock. Marr around the horn. Quick touches from Goldner and friends. Goldner a shot wide off the back glass, and Cash will see it go harmlessly behind him. But now quickly back into harm's way. The Thunder are on it. A one-hop shot saved again. Second chance loose. Swatted at, put on goal, and they score. 3 pump fakes at the doorstep by Goldner, and we're back to even strength, but more importantly a 7-6 lead for the Thunder. Good battle in the main circle now following the next face-off. It's won by the Outlaws. He's swatting at it and sending it in the right direction with the 20 of Adam Cope. Alessio across. Downey a shot. One hop wide of Atkinson. Rebound played off the boards by Hogarth. And now here come the Thunder. Hogarth underhand toss toward traffic, and it's taken away. Here come the Thunder. Shot pushed wide. Rebound played off the glass. Again saved. And once more scooped up by the Thunder on offense now, as there was the Outlaws. Borno fired a shot. Second chance for Borno. He gets it. Pass toward Atkinson. Chasing it down as Resch, and he'll get there. 2:20 in the second, 7-6 lead for the team in yellow and red in the Thunder. Over the top, opportunity denied. Rebound loose and taken away by Hawk and the Outlaws. Here comes Hawk, streaking into the net, to the middle, wide of Sullivan, who tries to play it. Sullivan has the ball still scooped by his stick, loose into the corner. Sullivan trying to chase it down, still unable to. Stick check there, and a stoppage of play called. As this will be just simply reset and possession awarded to the Outlaws in the near corner. The penalty will be assessed, though, against the Thunder, it appears, and it will. Never mind. Timeout. Outlaws is the ruling. 7-6 to score with 1:41 to play in the second period. 1 goal affair in favor of the Thunder. Outlaws take it away. His pass into the middle and wide to Alessio. And then scooped up by another Outlaw that maybe you've already seen it. It is. Alessio trying to take the pass from him but couldn't corral it. Instead, it's played along the far boards. One hop pass past Atkinson, and the Thunder are back on offense. 90 seconds to play in the frame. 7-6 Thunder lead. Thunder have won a close battle already this year, a 9-8 win against the Pups on opening weekend. Looking to continue to do the same thing here. A shot wide. Rebound is all the way back down to the corner. And Atkinson will watch it go wide to his right. Shot clock to 2 and to 1. Can Marr fire it off? He got it off. It's on target, but it was not there in time before the horn. Final minute of play in the second period. Beatson up the midline. To the far side. Played by Bailey. Bailey to the middle. Portnoy couldn't get it cleanly. And so Resch takes it, and a pushing call against Connor Resch. So possession awarded to the Outlaws here. Running clock now halfway there from where we were before. 30 seconds and now less off the clock. Beats it to the middle. Downey, underhand shot. What a move by Downey! A second goal on the afternoon for George Downey, and he ties the game up in the dying moments of the second period to make it 7-7. And in all likelihood, that will be the score heading into the second break, and it will be as both sides will just head to their benches to end the second period. 7-7 the score. Downey evens things up. 15 minutes left to decide this one at Rizzo Rink. Back underway with the final 15 minutes of play here at Rizzo Rink. Culp was able to jar the ball loose following a tied-up face-off. Hawk streaking down the near side of the floor now beneath the shot clock around behind Atkinson. Hawk directs traffic on a hop. It's played by a teammate number 88, Brian Sullivan. Sullivan between the blue line and mid-line, firing a one-hop shot that went in. He's able to beat Atkinson through the 5-hole yet again, and Sullivan makes it 8-7. I don't think anyone on the floor expected that one to go in, but it does, as Sullivan on one hop is able to sneak it by the Thunder goaltender, and it's a one-goal affair once more. Next face-off was tracked down by Resch on the far board, scooped up, but not cleanly enough, as it was deemed out of play. Last touch Thunder. The Outlaws are back on it. Up the floor go the Outlaws in Portnoy. Dylan Portnoy directing traffic, pushing a shot wide of Atkinson. Rebound played off the boards. One hop shot again wide of Atkinson. Niall Bailey took the latest one, and it's played on a rebound by Resch. 3-on-1 now for the Thunder. Quick pass, but underneath, save made. Bryce Cash lowers the knee and takes the ball away from the Thunder. He went up in the air. Poole couldn't get it in cleanly behind the back play, and a smart one there for the Thunder. No chance in front. Again, Cash makes the save. Couldn't make the second. Austin Connor beats Cash up high. A second chance that he couldn't do anything about, and the score is even again. There would have also been an Outlaws penalty for an illegal substitution that is now washed out due to the Connor goal. It's Connor's second goal of the day. We have not seen someone get a hat trick yet today. We'll see if anyone's able to break through with a possible 9th goal in the affair. Connor wants one here, off the draw, firing a shot. Save made by Cash. Rebound sent wide. I couldn't find it for a second, but Thunder are back on the mid-floor. And now in deep as Kyle Marr takes the next feed. Marr, parallel to the blue line, a shot saved by Cash. Rebounds are loose, the Outlaws are on it. Poole slows the pace. Poole to the defense, ball jarred loose. Good play by Connor on the steal. Connor out wide, Marr, a shot, stick goes flying. That was Connor's as the rebound of the shot is all the way back behind Atkinson. The shot clock will reset. Connor off the floor slightly gingerly. We'll see if he returns. No likelihood he will. Didn't seem too severe, but obviously noticeable. Hogarth a shot on target, saved by Cash. Rebound around the boards. Hogarth tracks it down. Hogarth toward the shot clock, now pressured out. The Outlaws hunting him down. Bittenbender reads it well. Quick toss to the near side, this time it's 24. Kellen Korba shot on goal wide. Second chance again, Cash makes the save. 2 big stops for the Outlaws. 11:30 to play in the third. 8-8 the score. In the crunch time here at Rizzo. Pass to the middle. Korb couldn't bring it in cleanly. Ball again knocked loose. Now that one can get on it, and now here come the Outlaws the other way. On the steal, it's Keys Halterman. Halterman in on goal, a shot save made by Atkinson. Rebound picked up, and here come the Thunder on the other end. Wide open is Marr at the doorstep. Save again made by Cash. Estrada charges in, and they'll say Marr is in the crease as well. So the save in the end doesn't matter too much, but it was a good one at that. Malesio to the midline. Malesio now with hard contact. Sidearm toss in for Downey. It's wide of him, played by the Thunder. Daly, the midline. To the far side, and Connor, who's back on the floor following the slight injury. Bresch in front, they score! The feed from Connor, the goal from Bresch, and the Thunder had the lead at 9-8. Face off the ball, swatted at, sent along the far boards, played by the Thunder. But a little too well, they say, as the Outlaws will be deemed to have possession here along the near side before. 9:50 on the game clock in the third period. Has jumped suddenly a 1-goal Thunder lead, only their second lead of the day. They have a knack for taking them in the biggest moments. Shot on goal from Sullivan is saved. Rebound loose. Played by Downey. Played by Sullivan. Neither one is on it cleanly. Here come the Thunder the other direction. Underhand to Weaver. Weaver to the top. Plunges, pulls it in. Back for Resch, and the Thunder slow the pace. Connor fresh on the floor. Connor and Goldner behind him. Connor gives to Goldner. Wide open. Shot wide. Rebound is lost in the lights and then played by an Outlaw. As we'll see if there's a late call here for a penalty as both sides will change personnel. And it appears like there will be. So it'll be a penalty against the Thunder in all likelihood. And it'll be the first penalty of the day. It's a bench minor for delaying against the Thunder. Less than 9 to go. 9-8 the score. Good contact there from Connor Resch as he pressured out an Outlaw. Now to Beatson. Beatson down low along the red line. It is taken away by the Thunder. Here they come off the other end of the floor with plenty of speed. It's streaking in his Buono, a shot save. Rebound loose. Second chance saved again. Bryce Cash stays strong. He's been more than busy in his time in net. And again, he makes a strong save. In for Downey, a shot, save another end of the floor for the Outlaw offense. A big check down as hard contact there taken by Racine. He's back to his feet though. Beatson on the feed, looking for Malesio. Couldn't get it cleanly. The ball knocked away by Clinges and tracked down by Sullivan instead. Sullivan in, looking for Downey. It's over his head, off the back heading, out of play. Last touch, Outlaws. The Thunder have it as the penalty clock is halfway expired. One bounce now, make it 2 bounce pass in for Marr. 8 to go for the Thunder, who lead by 1. A man down they are, though. Marr spins back in space. Clinges at the top alongside Korb. He goes to the ladder. Kellen Korb directs traffic. Now returning the favor to Marr. Marr out across. It's wide of Connor. Off the back of the bench behind the Outlaws. And last touch by the Thunder. It's out of play. Penalty clock to 25. One last chance for the Outlaws to capitalize on the man up. They trail by 1. And they'll have the opportunity here. Malesio will go to the corner. Sullivan starts with it. 15 seconds now on the man up. Sullivan, and a high-paced possession in all likelihood. Looking for a returning favor. Pass to the middle, looking for Downey. It's taken away. Clinges has it. Clinges spins back and will slow the pace with a timeout called by the Thunder. Is it a timeout or a penalty? It appears to be a timeout. The officials will talk about it here. And it might be a second penalty, as that last second will come off the clock on the previous man down. 6:50 remains in the third period here, a 9-8 Thunder lead. And it will seemingly be a penalty. But possibly against the Outlaws here. So the Thunder penalty is against number 16, Mike Weaver, 2-minute minor for slashing. It'll be 4-on-4. There's also a penalty assessed to the Outlaws. I think it was on Niall Bailey who was sent off. Waiting on the scoreboard to be formally updated. 6:34 is where the clock has stopped here in a usually running situation with a penalty, but a little bit longer to address this one, reasonably so. And it is, in fact, Bailey. So Billy off to the side, 6.5 to play in the third. We're 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Barring any goals. Beats it. In. Downey. Quick touch. Over the top. They score! Downey the feed. He hits up Dylan Porton away, and we are tied yet again. .550 now to play in the third period. We stay 4-on-4. 5:43 in the third now. 9-9. Clinges off the draw. They score. Yet another answer for the Thunder. Right off the ensuing goal, it's 10-9. Two quick goals, one for either side, 10-9 the lead. Face off, one again by the Thunder. Look to capitalize for a second time on the 4-on-4. Pass and shot wide of now Cash. Rebound is in toward Atkinson, not quite to him yet. And it'll be picked off by Bona before it got to him. 25 on the penalty clock, 5 full minutes on the third period. Goldner, in for Marr. Slight cross-check into the boards, but he plays it off well. In for Korb, a shot saved by Cash. Rebound on the outskirts of the crease is loose. And it's Cash who will pounce on it and use the safe play. Final seconds of the 4-on-4 tick off, a 10-9 lead for the Thunder. When we get under 2 minutes, if we're still within a 2-goal game, the clock will stop on every whistle. Connor in the nearest circle. Connor between the circles now, a shot save again by Cash, loose in the crease, but it was trickling wide of the net. Krzyzewski reads it well, and he's on it cleanly. Krzyzewski now to Sullivan. Sullivan for Downey. Downey steps back, across for Beatson, spins into space. Beatson an underhand toss. Racine couldn't get it cleanly. Ball loose from his stick. A sidearm pass for Beatson. Wide of him again. 7 on the shot clock. Now 6. Beatson tracks it down. Off the boards on one hop. To the middle. Sullivan offline. Rebounded loose in the outskirts of the crease. And again, it was swatted up by Atkinson, but to no avail. One-on-one now for the Thunder on offense. In his rest, firing a shot, rebound as Cash made the save. The rebound out of harm's way as Hawk tracks it down. Hawk feeds Portnoy. Portnoy slows the pace, beats it off the bench. Downey with him, pass wide at both of them. Rebound off the boards by the Thunder. One on the other direction. Pass, shot, save, rebound off the netting. And so it'll be out of play. Last touch, Thunder. Outlaw ball with 3:13 in the third. They trail by 1. Krasuski up the floor to Sullivan. Between blue line and maid line. Sullivan, sidearm toss to Malesia. Malesia winds and fires. Save Atkinson. Rebound on one hop, picked up by Weaver. One and done go the Outlaws. Weaver streaking toward the net. Underhand toss to the side that will slow the pace as Hogarth comes on. Joining him is Clinges. Hogarth to Marr. Marr on a hop. He's got Weaver. Weaver shot off an Outlaw in front. He'll go all the way back toward Atkinson. Shot clock to 4 and to 3. Atkinson can't get there. It's a violation on the Thunder with 2.5 to play in the third. Remember, the clock will in fact stop with less than 2 to go at every whistle if the goal deficit remains as it is at 10-9. Beatson to Niall Bailey around the blue line. Bailey directs traffic. Bailey feeds again. Beatson with contact up high. Gives to Sullivan. Sullivan in, shot, score! Sullivan hits up Downey, and we are tied again with 2 to go. Downey, the first player to have a hat trick today. He makes it 10-10. The clock stops at 1:58 in the third period. We are even at Rizzo. The game will head directly to a shootout if we stay this way. Tie up in the main circle in the ensuing faceoff. Malesia representing the Outlaws sent one out wide near us. It's played instead by Bono and the Thunder. Bono finds Connor. Connor to the far end of the floor, and it's played by Resch, who goes behind the back to Marr. Marr now to Clinges off the bench. Clinges feeds low. In the nearest circle, spinning in space is Connor. Cutting in, Connor in space, shot, score! He beats Cash. The Thunder lead again. 1:35 on the game clock, it's 11-10. Connor joins Downey with a hat trick of his own. 2 3-time goal scorers today, 1 for either side. Off the draw, it's Malesia and the Outlaws on offense. Tied up, hand is up, penalty on the Thunder. Timeout called by the Outlaws, 1:28 to play in the third period. We'll see if the penalty remains. Calls for a hold from the Thunder bench. It would have been had there not been any timeout at any point. The officials radioing into the score table. We'll see if it stands. 1:28 to play in the third period. 11-10 the lead for the Thunder, although 5 men remain on the floor. And it seems like there will be no penalty, so it'll stay 5-on-5. The timeout wash it out. Portnoy around the blue line to Sullivan. Sullivan along the far circle. Spins back in space. Sullivan looking for Portnoy. Couldn't get it to him. Taken away briefly, and now cleanly by the Thunder. A timeout called by the team in red and yellow. 1:11 on the game clock. They lead by 1, 11-10. What a game to begin this Monday night. Neither side has led by multiple goals at any point in this game. It is 11-10 Thunder, as for the third time today, they nurse a 1-goal lead. It had been mostly Outlaws striking first in the first half, and the Thunder have put together some answers. They had stalled out for a bit, both offenses did, at the early stages of this third period, as only 1 goal was scored between the 14:30 mark and the 2-minute mark by the Outlaws. For the Thunder in that same span, just 2. But all of a sudden, the floodgates have opened late. Connor and Downey with clutch goals in the final 2 minutes. And now one more would prove all too vital for either side. We're back underway. Fresh 30 on the shot clock, and a minute 6 now ticking away in the third period. 41-second difference between the two. Thunder have it. They can kill as much clock as they choose to. At least it is allowed on their own side of things with the shot clock. Downey takes it along the far boards. Now to the middle. Pass wide. Hogarth is the intended target, but he couldn't get it cleanly, and Krzyzewski takes it away. The Outlaws offense with a second chance at it. Krzyzewski up the floor on a hop. Played by Downey. Between the circles. In for Beatson. A shot. They score! Downey to Beatson. And with 34 on the game clock, we are tied for our 11th time. Downey's second assist of the game to go along with 3 goals. He's been a key part of the Outlaw offense today, and he hits up Beatson. 11-11 the score. Can the Thunder take one away with their last chance opportunity? The shot clock is disabled. 28 on the game clock. Possession to the Thunder, and now waved away. Never mind, it will stand. It was waved away if it was the Outlaws. As a violation went against them, but Connor has it. Up the floor to Resch. 20 on the game clock. Favor return to Connor. Between the circles, Connor charges in. Connor a shot. They score again! It's Austin Connor! And the Thunder lead 12-11. Game of the Year candidate at Rizzo Rink. It's a 12-11 Thunder lead as Austin Connor has back-to-back goals in the final 95 seconds for the Thunder offense. His 4-goal night continues to impress. One last chance for the Outlaws. If they score, we go to the shootouts in all likelihood. Estrada off the draw, sends one backwards. Poole plays it. Poole can't scoop it. Trying to get back on it. He cannot there. Beatson's on it. To the middle of the floor. Wide of Poole. 5 and 4 taking off. Resch is back away with it. And the Thunder will hold on at Rizzo Rink. An incredible back and forth affair to start things on a Monday night. But a 12-11 Thunder lead as the team that answered every bell and never led by more than one will take it away in Game 1 of the Monday night doubleheader. 12-11 the final. Again, neither side leading by more than one on the day. It was a brilliant back and forth meeting and an early Game of the Year candidate in the 2026 PBLA season. For Game 1, I'm Caden Stewart signing off. Be sure to join us for Game 2 here at Rizzo as the Pups taking on the Revolution, and the game where the Revolution hope to mimic what we just saw here. Hello everyone, welcome back to Rizzo Rink, game number 2 on this Monday night doubleheader. As we just saw a cinematic affair between the Thunder and the Outlaws, another 12-11 victory as neither side led by more than 1. We hope to see if that can be replicated here, albeit a tall task for the Pups and Revolution. As the running clock now we're underway, the Pups have the first offensive possession of the day. Oswari played it off the far glass, and he finds Nick Fox here at the top of the key. Fox between the circles for the Pups, who will serve as the home team today in their orange with brown trim, white numerics. As now Oswari's first shot is wide of today's starter in net for the Revolution, number 30, Sid Johansson, as per usual. Johansson opposite Beal. Revolution on offense the other way. It's number 2, Connor Freer, to the middle of the field. Freer a shot, sent high and wide at Beal. Rebound is pushed wide again. The door was open there for the Revolution, but unable to cash in was the 55 of Joe Walton. Another shot wound up being pushed wide, so the Pups are on it. Late change here for the Revolution. Nick Fox is firing a shot, and it's saved by Johansson. So Johansson remains unscathed there on that shot on the other end of the floor. Another one taken and put on goal by Tyler Kostak, but again, coming up empty with the Revolution. And both sides with good scoring chances here in the first 2 minutes, but none on the board just yet. Elsis tracks it down into the corner. Now Solomon Hess behind the net. Hess in tight coverage with the 44 of Jeffrey Vetter. Vetter trying to get it out. He can't there. A big stick check as the Pups will be unable to get a clean shot on goal. Chasing it down once again behind the net was Solomon Hess, but again coming up empty are the Pups. 2.5 now gone the first period. The Revolution looking to strike first here. They've threatened on both of their first 2 possessions. Nicholas Host slides down, gives, shot, save Beal. Rebound still loose. James Rowley took it and put it on goal. The second chance is to no avail. Spinning back now, Andrew Butkus, who goes to the top around the blue line. Butkus feeds Nicholas Cost. Cost out across Scott McMillan, the top of the far circle. McMillan slicing in, dives toward the crease, did not get in there, and his shot was wide as well. And it's whistled off by our official on the far side of the floor, so the Pups will take it. Sean Quinn in the main circle. Quinn in for Fox. Fox couldn't corral it. Ball off his stick. Up in the air, taken away by the Revolution. Andrew Butkus spins free and heads up the floor. And now feeds Connor Freer. Freer along the far glass. Ball pickpocketed away from his stick as well. And now here come the Pups once more. On a hop, it's Quinn. Quinn passes it back for Kostak. Kostak around the blue line between the circles. Kostak nearly fell down but recovers his footing. Kostak spins in space over to Quinn. Quinn cuts in toward the net. Now a shot saved. Johansson rebound loose in the outskirts of the crease. Hold in by Quinn. Quinn again shot. Again another save by Johansson once more. The Revolution are trying to get the ball away from their goaltender. They'll take it for the brief moment here. Reese Childs. The correction, it's Andrew Bailey who scoops it. But Bailey is on it now. Less than 11 to go in the first. Pass to the middle, up the doorstep, a sliding save by Beal. Second chance on the back of the netting. It dropped down in space and it moved the net. Went a little bit curious for a second, but it is wide. The other end of the floor, Kostak with a shot that's saved. And the rebound will be played by the 51 of Caden Zadell. Zadell finds Rafferty. Rafferty a shot, saved by Johansson. Rebound kicked out. And then played by the 19 of Alec Fleming. Fleming to Cost. Cost to the blue line. Shot clock halfway expired. Cost around for James Riley. Riley over for Bailey now. Bailey around the blue line. Feeds it right back for Vetter. Vetter between the circles, nearly taken down. Hand is up for delayed call. Possession taken by Oswari and the Pups, but it'll be quickly waved off for delayed penalty against the Pups. And the door is now open for the Revolution. 2-minute minor for holding will be the official ruling, as it will go against Nick Fox. to the near side. It's played by Riley. Riley around the horn. Bailey now takes it. Bailey to the far side of the floor. A shot. It is in for a goal. Bailey on the assist, and Nicholas Cost from the far boards fires it home. He beats Beal. The Revolution strike first in game 2. The next face-off, it will be Revolution ball following an equal violation against the Pups. Penalty on the board is washed out due to that goal coming from the stick of Bailey. The Revolution looking to mimic that here once more with Jeffrey Vedder. Vedder in deep, charges forward, fires one high over Bailey. The rebound played into the corner by Nicholas Cost. Cost, the centering feed, wide of everything, and then scooped up off the floor by Fleming. Fleming again puts his opportunity that goes wide. And the shot clock will be forced to reset here as the Pups take it. Aswari swoops it along the far boards. Now Aswari subs off behind the play. Rafferty takes it to the blue line. Rafferty for Hess. Solomon Hess between the circles, slicing in and out. Solomon Hess in on goal, and it's wide. The rebound did not hit 95. It was between that odd boarding at the top. The sidearm shot now again pushed wide mid, caught a piece of Sid Johansson, and the rebound is all the way back to the Revolution on offense. Drinking into the Des McMillan. A shot saved by Beal. Rebound way loose and way gone over that far wall next to the scorer's table. Halfway through the first period, it's a 1-0 lead for the Revolution. Walton back and forth with Andrew Bailey, the lone goal scorer so far. Bailey dives on the outskirts of the crease. He scores. Walton the assist, and it's Bailey for a second time who's able to beat Beal and make it 2-0. 6:40 on the game clock in the first period, now a 2-0 lead. The Revolution looking to track it down off the ensuing face-off, and it is pulled in cleanly by Andrew Butkus. Butkus up the other end of the floor. Alec Fleming brings it back in. Fleming into the corner. Pass to the top now, the outskirts of the circle. Nicholas Cost plays it well. Cost in, pickpocketed. Jar loose. Aswari take a sick check there to the back. He's down and back to his feet. A hand is up. Delayed call against the Revolution, it appears. It'll be their first penalty of the day. So correction, the penalty is actually against the Pups, as it's against Brent Beal, number 26, for a slash. Man up goal already today for the Revolution. That was Bailey's to begin the scoring here. Look to match that again with a possible third early. Hess between the circles. Hess with pressure behind. Underhand toss backwards to Ryan Quinn. And then Quinn out to the far end of the floor where it's played by George Grippo. Grippo into the corner. Cross check there from behind. A Pup goes down. A one-hop shot from behind the back look from Ryan Quinn is wide. And so the Revolution offense will get things going once more the other end of the floor. Here they come with a shot wide. It's Sid McMaster who took it on goal. And so the Pups will look to do something with it here on the other end of the floor. Sean Quinn Jr. resets things. Fox thought about it. He's the team leader in man down goals. Does not shy away from an opportunity, but he does pump fake there. In the main circle, a shot clock to 10. Nick Fox fires, save Johansson. The rebound kicked loose, played by the Revolution. Not clean enough though, as Hamilton had the ball loose, lost from his stick. Bailey pulls it in. Andrew Bailey to the far circle. Bailey a shot. He scores! A first period hat trick for Andrew Bailey. And it's his show in the first. 4:30 to play. It's 3-0 Revolution. Timeout called by the Pups, and they need it. It's Andrew Bailey's world, and we're just living in it. Penalty on the board has been washed out to David Bailey's goal following the timeout by the Pups, who now win the face-off and look to get going on offense. Caden Zadell sends one to the far side of the floor. Played by the 22 of Tyler Kostak. Kostak a shot. They score. He hits up Nick Fox in front. A much-needed mark for the Pups, and the lead is 3-1. It was only a matter of time before Nick Fox got going. He gets his first goal 11 minutes in, and it's 3-1. Off the ensuing draw is taken away by Zadell. Sidearm toss for the intended target, and Ryan Quinn through the main line. This time goes Quinn. He finds Grippo now at the far end of the floor. Grippo kicks. Stepping back is Solomon Hess. Hess finds Zadell, who steps in front. Sliding attempt, shot saved by Johansson, and rebound taken away by the Revolution. Hard contact there against the far glass, taken away, hand is up. Foul on the Pups. Perhaps an early start there off contact against the glass, as they will retain possession. Solomon Hess starts things. Hess to the middle, Fox again, shot, and they score. Nick Fox with back-to-back to answer the David Bailey hat trick, and it's quickly 3-2. And now a timeout called by the Revolution to counter the goals by Nick Fox. It's a 3-2 ball game, as it's Bailey versus Fox early on. .243 on the game clock in this first period. 3-2 now the score, following Nick Fox with back-to-back goals to counter the David Bailey first period hat trick. The Pups looking to win in the third face-off in a row. Still contested. Bailey wants a fourth goal as well. Bailey's still fighting for it. Aswari finally has it, but he's all the way in behind his own goaltender. And is now spinning around along the far boards is Aswari with a chance to reset. He finds Fox. Fox a shot. Save Johansson. 4 shots on goal for Nick Fox, but Johansson has made good saves on 2 of them. James Riley now on the far boards. Riley, high pass, and that's wide and out of play. Joe Walton couldn't bring it in, but a pass was high and wide again from Riley. And he should be the main culprit. Final 2 minutes of play in the first period. 3-2 the lead. Grippo walks it up the floor. Grippo to the near circle. Beneath the shot clock, Grippo spins back now in space and he finds Sean Quinn. Quinn finds Zadell. Zadell to the far boards. Back for Fox. Fox within the circles, a shot, saved Johansson, rebound kicked out of the crease, still loose. The Revolution are nearly on now that they are, they'll clear the area. Spinning free is James Riley. Riley up the floor, he finds Butkiss. Butkiss now on 2 hops, scooped up by Connor Freer instead, and Freer is through the midline with it. Minute 15 to play in the first period. Freer on the feed, he finds Jeffrey Vetter. Vetter through the near circle, a shot, saved, made by Beal, rebound kicked out, Matthew Reuter's on it. Reuter trying to work his way up the floor. He does just that, and on the offensive end, he will stay. Final 60 in the first frame. Reuter, pickpocketed, ball picked up. His hand is up for a delayed call, and the Revolution will be a man down for the first time today. The last man to touch it was Joe Walton. So a big time change in momentum here as a 5-minute major against Walton for butt ending. And it's non-releasable, so it'll take up the final minute of play in the first period and all of the first 4 minutes in the second frame. The Pups go on the attack here, looking to capitalize on the man up. Fox has it. Fox a shot off the iron. Ushered out there by Johansson, but the iron helped out a lot. Zadell in the main circle. Over to Fox. Fox kicks it out. Shot. Save again, Johansson. Rebound still loose. Fox can't get on it. Underhand sidearm shot again. Save Johansson. So again, the sidearm pass on to Zadell. Out wide. Another one. Off the mark. And the rebound is all the way back down toward Beal. The shot clock to 22. Game clock to 18. Shot clock not a factor. Zadell to the midline. Game clock to 12. Zadell between the circles over to Fox in the near one. Fox behind the back play, over the top, save for Johansson. Rebound in the crease. Johansson is on it once again. A big stand in the final minute of play here. Johansson fires one off the ceiling. But we are through the first 15 minutes of play. It's David Bailey 3 and Nick Fox 2 over the first 15 minutes. 30 more to come from Rizzo Rink. The Revolution lead the Pups 3-2. 15 down, 30 to go. Rizzo Rink are underway in the second period of play. The Pups take it. It's a 3-2 lead. David Bailey leading Nick Fox in the first 15 minutes. Over the next 30, the teammates look to get involved here. The Pups have Raftery around the horn. Pass in toward the net. Is knocked down and blocked out of the net by Andrew Butkiss. It's then played up to the top by Hess. Shot, score! The Pups strike again in the second period. Sean Quinn finally catches in on the 5-minute man up for the Pups offense. It's 3-3, 30 seconds into the second. Ensuing face-off results in a tie-up. As we delayed call again against the Revolution here as Beal comes out of his own net. He retreats back. Shot from Hess. Save Johansson. He's pouncing on it. And we have 5-on-3 now against the Revolution in all likelihood. Or maybe not. They say no delayed call. So Beal has to get back to his own net. A chance here for the Revolution that's denied as Beal was able to get back in time. But a major miscommunication there is Nick Fox streaking in off the iron as well. And the Pups are in a scramble for it now. Zadell chases it down beneath the shot clock. Zadell to the middle. Fox again trying to tip at it. He could not. Aswari off the boards. He couldn't scoop it either. David Bailey's back on it. Bailey between the blue line and main line. David Bailey in space. Bailey looking to direct traffic. On the feed. Bailey to Tyler Fulk. And Fulk's shot goes high and wide. Put it off the glass by Nick Fox. We're halfway through the man down. Fox beneath the net and the shot clock, and now over the red line for violation. Final 2 minutes to play on that man down for the Revolution. Can they capitalize and possibly get their first man down goal of the game? The score is even at 3-all, 3 straight Pups goals, albeit one of them coming from the man up. Nicholas Cost directs traffic. Cost to the top and James Riley. Riley to the far boards. Riley feeds. He's got Cost once again. Cost a shot. Save made by Beal. The rebound ushered out toward Aswari. Aswari's on it in the far circle. But so are the Revolution. As now a wayward pass to the top. Riley couldn't scoop it. Here comes Zadell. Zadell streaking in toward the net. A shot pushed wide. Good stand by Sid Johansson to stay strong and net between the pipes. He fends that one off. And the score stays 3-3 with 1:15 to play on the man down. The Revolution still down that man as previously alluded to. Nicholas Cost in the main circle. Cost couldn't corral it. It's by the waiting stick of Aswari as well. Here come once more the Pups. Shot. Save made by Johansson. A kick out play. Solomon Hess at the doorstep where the door is slammed shut on him. The Revolution scoop it up again in the main circle. They'll spin back with the Kilson clock. Scott McMillan does just that. McMillan feeds Riley, who stays barely across the main line. Bailey again has knocked away. 2-on-1 for the Pups. It's Quinn and Aswari. Quinn a shot wide and nearly hit the official there on the far side. And instead it's the Revolution taking it in. Bailey feeds, shot, Freer denied. Beal another big time save. Here come the Pups once more. Beal to Beal connection to the midline. Brett, a shot wide. He beat Johansson. Second chance. Saved Johansson in the crease. And again, we can all take a breath finally. And never mind, they're back underway. 11-5 to play in the second period. Still a 3-3 game. 10 seconds remain on the 5-on-4. The Revolution can kill the remaining 10 seconds here if they so choose to. Jeffrey Vedder is on it. Vedder finds Nicholas Cost beneath the net. Cost to the top. We're back to even strength here. Only 1 goal conceded in those 5 minutes against a high-flying Pups offense. Rafferty is the one that scored it. Slipping down, but getting back to his feet now is Jeffrey Vedder. A shot pushed wide at Beal. It's a violation on the Revolution, but a productive one as they kill the remembrance of the penalty. Sean Quinn at the blue line. He finds Rafferty. Rafferty in around the scorer's table. Back across here. Contact up high. No call. Ball to the top of the key, inch off the post. Second chance by Butkus is sent backwards and all the way back down toward Beal, who will play it. 5 minutes gone in the second period. We're still tied up at 3. The Pups calling for a reset. A shot, they score. In the far circle, the Pups had their first lead of the day with their 4th consecutive goal. And the goal was scored by Caden Zadell to make it 4-3. 9.5 to go in the second now as Rafferty pulls it in. Rafferty a pump fake. He finds Quinn now. Quinn spins back in space. Quinn a shot off the mark and high. Gets his own rebound. Back for Reuter. A shot again saved by Johansson. The rebound kicked out and played around the blue line by Rafferty for a second time. Rafferty out wide for Aswari. Caleb Aswari back to Solomon Hess in the blue line. Hess a one-hop shot that goes to Fox. Fox now behind the back play to Solomon Hess, who's saved by Johansson. The shot clock will be reset by the Revolutioner on it. Hand was up though for a delayed call. We'll see what it all evens out to. Likely a penalty on the Revolution. It is a penalty on Sebastian Hamilton, a 2-minute minor for roughing. Nick Fox has it in the main circle. Fox to Rafferty. Rafferty behind the net now. Up to Fox in the blue line. Fox gets the favor return. Fox to Zadell. Around the horn. Shot. Save. Rebound at the top of the post. Did it go in? It did. The Pups have scored 5 in a row now, as scoring it from the far side of the floor is once again Caden Zadell. A back-to-back goal affair for him, and it's 5-3. The ensuing face-off, it's puck ball. Reuter takes it away in the main circle. Reuter underhand, tossed into no man's land, and it's taken away by the Revolution. An opportunity here on the other end, as slowing the pace and spinning back is Scott McMillan. McMillan against the Thomas V. Taylor side along the far boards. To the middle of the floor he goes, looking for Bailey. It's wide of him. Nearly played off the said boards by Alec Fleming, but neither one can get on it cleanly, and so it's Beal doing the honors. Beal up across the main line, and Freer pulls it in instead. Freer to the middle, butt kiss a shot on target, saved by Beal. As rough of a start as he had, Beal has not allowed a goal in the last 12 minutes. Fox to Kostak. Kostak on the favorite, returned. Now in front of the scorer's table, Kostak to Nick Fox. Fox between the circles. Fox spinning, shooting, firing wide. Second chance, Fox. Kick save made by Johansson. Sean Quinn against the far boards, plays it off. Quinn pressured into the corner. Quinn behind the back feed, wide of his target. His cutting in was Logan Amaya. He's had 2 good looks now, but neither one able to result in a shot. Amaya for a third time. Big cross check there. Takes a hard hit, clean hit it was, as Aswari plays it against far boards. Aswari scoops it loose. He knocks it out of the waiting stick of Andrew Ruiz. And now up the floor to Quinn once again. 6:08 to play in the third. 5-3 Pups. They've scored 5 in a row. Dating back to the late goings of the first period. Shot on target, saved Johansson. Rebound Amaya. Amaya with a stick up high. Pressured against the boards. Amaya directing traffic. Amaya in toward the net. Contact. Johansson's on it. And now play is blown dead. A hand went up for a delayed call. The shot clock has expired. And we'll see what this penalty will be, as it appears to be against the Revolution. Two-minute minor for cross-checking against Tyler Fulk is the official ruling. 5-3 the lead, a 5-on-4 for the Pups, both in favor. Fox to the far circle. Aswari returning. Fox winds in, fires, double pump, save made by Johansson, who shoots it back toward him, a risky play, but it pays off well for him. Johansson to the corner, pass up high, Hess picks it off. Hess, sidearms, Aswari denied! A brilliant save again by Sid Johansson. Tyler Kostak had a brilliant opportunity. It was a perfect setup by the Pups offense, but Sid Johansson has been playing exceptionally well today. Fox back around, shot by Rafferty, wide of the net. It'll go off the boards and all the way back toward Beal. Halfway through the man down of the Revolution, out and around. Fox, nearly a shot from the far circle, takes a big shot it was, but a ground ball underhand resulting as Johansson pounced on it. A big cross check up high on Nick Fox. Revolution take it now, slipping down, trying to get back to his feet is Jeffrey Vetter. It'll be deemed pup ball instead as Vetter couldn't get back to his feet cleanly. Hess winds up, thought about a shot, now takes it, and it's saved by Johansson. Johansson's back on it in the crease as well. He'll kick it out to the near side, and he finds Sebastian Hamilton. Hamilton couldn't get it in cleanly there either. Ball still chased after, and now pulled in by Hess. Hess, sidearm, wide, looking for Fox instead on a pass now. Fox spins into space, a shot again, save again by Johansson. Now pass again turned away as Bailey couldn't pull it in. Solomon Hess with possession yet once more. Now across for Rafferty, trying to play it off the corner, he could not. Hess reels it in. In front, Fox, save, rebound loose, kicked away. We're back to even strength here, and a timeout is called, as taking his stick up high was the 11 of Brandon Reese, who was finally able to pull it away, but a timeout is called by the Revolution, much to Reese's chagrin. 3:17 to play in the second. It's a 5-3 ball game, and we have a good one in store on the nightcap on Monday. Back underway in second period here. The Revolution take it. Here's Nicholas Cost along the near boards. Cost in deep, back and forth with Bailey. Bailey finds Cost to return the favor. And now Cost again pulls it in. Back to Bailey behind the net. Shot clock to 5. Bailey, double pump. Bailey charges in. Shot, save made. Beal stands strong. It's the first possession the Revolution have had deep in their offensive territory in a while. And they're able to get a shot on goal and continue to challenge Beal, who remains busy in net. Pass in front, shot denied as Kostak was flying in midair, had an opportunity. Good work staying out of the crease with a shot coming up empty regardless. Hess' shot again, save, rebound loose, and they score. Hess's first chance was denied, but Sean Quinn Jr. picks up the loose change and makes it 6-3. The largest lead of the day for either side at 3 goals. Timeout, Pups with 2:17 to play in the second. brief conference here with the officials as we await resumption of play. 6 straight goals scored by the Pups since the 4:30 mark of the first period. It has now been a full 17 minutes, nearly 17 and a half, without a Revolution goal. 3 straight scored by Bailey, nobody since. Off the tie-up, it's Pup ball. They'll play it off the wall. No contest by the Revolution. Ryan Quinn scoops it in the far corner. Quinn through the main line. Quinn for Zadell. Zadell to the far circle. Zadell on the feed to Kostak. Kostak a shot. Save made Johansson. Rebound kicked loose in the near circle. Ball still wide. Second chance denied. As with contact, Rafferty got a shot on target. Another one on target again. Saved by Johansson once more, who continues to put together a very solid day in net. Up the floor they go. Freer over lead. Rebound back toward Bailey, but it's instead picked off by Caleb Aswari. Aswari retreats backwards. Now take it with 90 seconds to play. Aswari, the favorite return, a sliding shot. Saved Johansson off the back netting. It'll be out of play, but the shot came from the Pups, so it's Revolution ball. On 2 hops, David Bailey hawks it down. Bailey around the blue line. Directs traffic. And now retreats back on the pass to find Scott McMillan. McMillan spins behind the crease. McMillan plays it beneath the shot clock to the middle of David Bailey. He scores a 4-goal night for Bailey, and a much-needed goal for the Revolution on offense as they get their first in nearly 19 minutes of play to make it 6-4. Off the ensuing face-off, it's Pup ball. Matthew Reuter with a big face-off win there. Nick Fox up the floor. Fox directs traffic in the far circle. Fox drives in, fires a shot, saved Johansson. Hand is up for a delayed call. It'll be against the Revolution once possession is finally earned. Or maybe not against the Pups, so it's Amaya who got the last touch. That brought about the whistle. He'll come off to end the second period, but the Pups will be a man down to begin the third. 30 in the books and 15 more to come on the nightcap at Rizzo Rink. We have 2 great ones in store. It was 12-11 in a back-and-forth affair in Game 1, and now 6-4 through 30 in Game 2. .30 in the books and 15 more to come from Rizzo Rink on a night that has already been action-packed. The Pups will be down a man. The penalty against Nick Fox of the team in orange. Aswari wins the opening face-off. Over and back, though, against the Pups. So Fox, following a second penalty, will set his team back a man. He scored twice in the game, though. First 2 of the night. So the Revolution looking to match that here on the man-up opportunity, although a wayward pass here is now they go start the things for them as Quinn takes it away. Quinn between the circles, a shot. Save Johansson, rebound on the crease, ball still loose, and the Revolution are on it. Clearing the area was Riley up the floor to Bailey, who has all 4 Revolution goals tonight. Andrew Bailey out wide, shot, they score! Bailey on the assist this time, and Nicholas Koss joins the party. It's 6-5. Koss assisted on Bailey's first goal of the day. At the 9:12 mark of the first, they hadn't scored in nearly 19 minutes to end the second period. Bailey cashed in with 50 on the game clock, and now Koss joins the party less than 2 minutes later. 6-5 the score. The penalty now washed off. It's a third man-up goal today for the Revolution compared to just 1 of 6 for the Pups being on the man-up. Fox on a hop to the far end of the floor. Tyler Kostak comes on. Kostak in. Rafferty to Fox. Quick touch wide. Bounce over the net. Johansson stays strong in it. And the save will be credited to him. Brandon Reese tracking it down there. Defenseman looking to pull it away. He cannot. Zadell is instead on it. Zadell in toward the crease. Pressured out. Zadell to the near side. This time firing a shot high and wide. And the rebound loose. Played by Bailey. Bailey keeps his footing somehow, and somehow connects with a teammate who gives it right back to Bailey. A teammate being Tyler Fulkin around the midline. Bailey to Freer in the main circle. Freer gives the near side, Jeffrey Vetter. In open space, Vetter slicing in, firing a shot, save made. Beal stands strong in the crease this time, and the score stays 6-5. 12.5 to play in the third period. Nick Fox up the floor. Fox into the far corner. Shot pushed wide, and that shot came from the 18, of Rafferty. The Revolution are on it here on the rebound as Johansson saw it when whistle high and wide over his left shoulder. Pulling it in and taking it back from the direction now, Jeffrey Vetter. Vetter on the feed. Pass the near side. Riley charges in. Ball jarred loose. Aswari trying to chase it down here. Aswari couldn't get it in himself either. Beneath the shot clock now. It'll be reset as the Pups take it away. It was at 8 seconds for a long moment. Up the floor to Quinn. Couldn't get it cleanly. Trying to play it off the boards. That time also coming up empty. And now here come James Riley and friends. Riley to Bailey. To the main line, Bailey. Turns the favor to Riley. Into the corner, Alec Fleming. Fleming in on goal, shot denied, and the rebound to the Pups. Back and forth we go here at Rizzo. Charging in, a shot, saved Johansson, rebound, he's on it. Solomon Hess came streaking in and had a good look on goal, but once more it is the goaltender for the Revolution in Sid Johansson putting together an amazing affair through the first 30 minutes and change. Bailey spinning free in space. Bailey beneath the shot clock looking for help. Going to the middle. Instead he pump fakes. Keeps it himself. Bailey on the outskirts of the crease through hard contact. Trying to feed it to a teammate. It didn't get there cleanly, but it did get there in the end. And they score to tie the game. Scott McMillan gets the last second ditch effort from Bailey to even the score at 6-all. 3 in a row for the Revs. David Bailey has scored or assisted on all 6 goals tonight for the Revolution. 4 goals, 2 assists, and an absolutely incredible performance as Bailey putting his team on his back. They search for their first win all season. Reuter between the circles, spins back in space, and gives it to Quinn. Quinn to the fresh leg to Nick Fox. 10 minutes exactly to go in regulation time. A shot saved Johansson. Rebound to Fleming. Fleming in the far corner. Big check there by Nick Fox. A beautiful hit on Alec Fleming. The ball to the Pups. Pass to the top. Played by Zadell. Zadell a pump. Stick check up high, and he spins back into space. Over to Quinn. A shot blocked down. Jeffrey Vetter ate that one. Vetter will have to come off there as that would hit him up high, but great toughness there by Jeffrey Vetter to get in front of the shot. Liddell a shot, saves Johansson, and he makes the block worth it. Into the corner goes Quinn. Beneath the shot clock, behind the net, Sean Quinn spins in space, looking for Nick Fox, wide of him, and played along the far boards. Fox giving chase, he's on it. Shot clock back to 20. 9:15 on the game clock in the third period. Fox up the floor, he finds Adele, shot, they score! What a pocket by Caden Zadell. He beats Sid Johansson to his one weak spot, the lower left corner. It's 7-6. It's a Caden Zadell hat trick at Rizzo Rink in game 2. 7-6 the score, 8:45 to play in the third. And we are long from over. Swing face-off sent backwards toward the pup net, but pulled in by the team in orange and brown. Ryan Quinn along the near sideboards. Quinn pressure to the corner. Good defense played by the Revolution. Quinn along the near circle, centering feet to the middle, tied up with another pup. No call though, it's played by Solomon Hess cleanly. So no harm, no foul, yes. Hess tied up, held, Hess charges in, fires a shot, save made by Sid Johansson. Tyler Fulk, once more the near side boards are his friend. To McMillan, the latest goal scorer for the Revolution. McMillan to Cost, who is forced to pump fake hard, and then give it right back to McMillan. The shot clock to 10, game clock below 8. Pass to Walton, beneath the shot clock. Walton to the middle, on the outskirts of the crease. Walton can't get it off cleanly. The ball jarred loose. To be a violation on the Revolution if the Pumps don't get it to first. They got there first, and Nick Fox takes it away. The official walkie-talkie's on the floor. He's got it right back. Shot saved Johansson. Rebound to Quinn. A shot saved Johansson again. Kicked down for a third time. Can Quinn get it one on goal? He cannot. Sid Johansson again makes a big play. The Pups offense trying one more time. Behind the back shot. Kick save Johansson. Rebound back to the Pups. Kostak down the nearest circle. To Hess at the top of the key. To the middle. Nick Fox saves Johansson. You got to tip off of it. And it goes off the top boards. The ceiling is 95 and hits the highway. And Sid Johansson is flying. 7:03 to play in the third. A timeout finally called to give everybody a break. 7-6 the score. And again, we are far from over at Rizzo Rink. .703 remains in the third period. 7-6 the lead in favor of the Pups. Sid Johansson and the Beals have been amazing in their respective goals today for the Pups and Revolution. Shot saved off the stick of McMillan. Got his own rebound beneath the shot clock. Hand went up. It's a violation against the Revolution. And so the Pups take over. No penalties. Some pleasantries being exchanged here from one of the Beals and a Revolution player heading to their own bench. Apologies if you could hear that on our mic. I did not say that. That was Beal. And Quinn now behind the net for the Pups. Quinn over the top, denied by Johansson at the doorstep. Quinn again trying for a third time to scoop it. And again coming up empty right there. Kostak around to Amaya. Amaya back and forth, a shot, save. Grippo took it on target. Second chance by Quinn is denied. Blocked down by a Revolution player. And that's Fleming going up the boards with it. Brendan Reese is now on it. Reese back for Vetter. Vetter toward the top and Solomon Hess. Hess pulls into the nearest circle. Hess beneath the shot clock to the middle of the floor to Bailey, a 4-time scorer tonight. Bailey tied up to the top, firing, save made by Beal. It hit the wall behind him. Freer in front, lost the ball. The shot clock expires. A brilliant chance in front for the Revolution, but unable to capitalize. And now the whistle sounds. We'll have a penalty assessed here, and this could be a game changer with 5:23 in the third period. And the clock will stop there. This time it's against the Pups. It's George Grippo, 2 minutes for boarding. 7-6 the score, and a man up go the Revolution for the next minute 45. Hess returning the favor. Or correction, that is Riley returning the favor. In the near circle, Riley a shot blocked away by Beal. Rello can get the redemption play, he could not. Instead he was forced to give it right back to a teammate. McMillan a shot, save again by Beal. Rebound to McMillan, bobbles it. McMillan in the corner, a slot again. Did it go 5-hole? Did not, kept out by Beal. The Pups take it away with 4:45 on the game clock now. Reuter up the far side of the floor. 2 defenders on him. Ball jarred loose. Freer has it. The Revolution lofts it up in the air. Freer, can he bring it down in time? He cannot. And Quinn has it in the main circle. The Revolution unscathed for the moment. But so are the Pups, more importantly, on their man up. Or man down, I should say. Man up for the Revolution. Shot wayward, was on target. Second chance is in for the good goal. The play was whistled off. Calls of disagreement coming now from the Revolution side of things. Both officials will talk about it. It's a good goal if there wasn't the whistle. The officials disagree here. No goal is the call. What a change of events late. The Pups will keep possession, but Sid Johansson will get away with one there. He made a great save on the first attempt. The second one did beat him, but it's deemed after. After the whistle is the ruling. Inadvertent whistle, a fresh 30 seconds on the game clock for the Pups. 3:30. I say fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Pups. 3:30 on the game clock. The Pups can take a 2-goal lead here. It would be big for their offense. But the Revolution far from dead. Rafferty between the blue line and main circle. Feeds Hess. Hess drives, shot wide of Johansson. The rebound up in the air, and it is going to be pulled in by Revolution player. But a big check into the board there. Butkus took a big shot. Ball drilled loose from his stick. Tied up here along the near boards with the 22 of Sebastian Hamilton. Now Quinn fires it wide. Off the far glass, played by Kostak. Kostak to Rafferty. Between the circles, Rafferty. Pressured out. Great defense play by the Revolution. Rafferty. To the middle, picked off, bobbled, back to Quinn, behind the back play wide of Johansson. Rebound to Hess, who thought about another one himself. Shot clock to 8, Quinn a shot, save Johansson, who's back on it. The clock will stop at every whistle if we say it a 1-goal game within 2 minutes. It's 2:30 on the game clock right now. Sebastian Hamilton through the main line. Up the floor to Freer. Along the far boards, Connor Freer. Finds Scott McMillan. McMillan through the blue line to the nearest circle. McMillan thought about a shot, didn't take it. Shot clock to 8. McMillan between the legs fires a shot that was off speed, blocked down, and didn't quite make it to Beal. Aswari's on it now for the Pups. Aswari up the floor. Fox was a little bit overlaid. Grippo was open as well. Neither one got a pass and said the Pups will slow the pace. We're under 2 to go. The clock stops at every whistle in a 1-goal game. Amaya finds Fox. Fox in the main circle. Freer charging after him. Freer with good defense played. Fox steps back, pass to the middle, it's wide. Shot clock to 5, and Hamilton is on it. Big stick check there. Ball jarred loose. Nick Fox has it away. The hand is up for a penalty. 1:29 to play in the third. The door is open for the Revolution. For the third time today, Nick Fox will be sent off. 2-minute minor for cross-checking against Nick Fox with 1:29 to play in regulation time. 7-6 Pups, the door is ajar. Bailey, a 4-time scorer tonight, has it picked off. The other way come the Pups. Tied up with traffic. It's Sean Quinn drinking in. Shot, score! The Pups answer the bell and then some. With 1:19 to play, Sean Quinn a pickpocket and a man down score to make it 8-6. The clock stops at 1:19, 8-6 the margin. Still 150 on the man up. Violation on the Revolution for an early start, and it's all come undone. Ruder in the main circle, pressured back, calls for an over and back, now are answered. 1:09 is where the clock will stop. Time to work with for the Revolution, but they're running low on it. Out of the net, Johansson, a shot blocked down. Looking to play it in the corner now on one hop in the 77, James Riley. Riley to McMillan, out and around. McMillan looking for Freer, wide of him, played by Beal at the top of the boards. Pitching it down now, McMillan, in toward Beal, who's back on it. Empty net for the Pups, for the Revolution. Again, the Pups capitalize. It's Hess on the far boards. Johansson's back on. 44-43 off the game clock. With speed. Now to the red line go the Pups. Big pressure there. As taking a check is Zadell. Zadell on the blue line, pickpocketed. Here come the Revolution. Stoppage of play, timeout called. 30.2 on the game clock in the third. And maybe not a timeout penalty will be assessed here. And this one goes against the Revolution. A penalty shot will be assessed. An illegal sub is the call. 8-6 Pups. The Revolution low on hope. A save here would give them some. A goal would seal it for the Pups. Solomon has to take it. Hess moving right to left. Now vice versa. Hess on the outskirts of the crease. A shot off the iron. Once more coming through in a big way is Sid Johansson. The clock running in the third period here. They'll possibly be reset. Calls for the Revolution to reset it. And now we will have an opportunity here to reset, or are they calling it? It's a miscommunication here on the floor. As there was 30 seconds on the game clock, it appears that might be it. So that will be it for regulation time here. An 8-6 final score as the Pups take down the Revolution, as the final seconds will tick off here at Rizzo Rink. A back-to-back great affair on Monday night. We'll see you Wednesday for action back at Rizzo Rink here at the PBLA.